What is up, everyone, and welcome back to Casually Competitive. Today we're going to be playing cEDH decks that are each comprised of primarily one creature type. Oh, what's that? Oh, we've already done this multiple times. Oh, and you're wondering if we're only doing this because our only moderately successful video since we've come back to making videos is doing this exact thing, and you want to know if we're just cashing in or trying to clickbait again. No? As hard as it is to believe, we're actually not doing that. I was plenty content making kind of a meme video about this type of tribal concept and then never doing it again. But shortly after we started making videos again, Play to Win hit us up and wanted to do some type of game together. And they suggested maybe revisiting this type of deck and making them a little bit stronger because, well, let's be honest, the last time we did this video, the decks weren't very strong. So they wanted to do it, but this time full powered out because it's something they've never done before. So we decided to do it one last time, and honestly, I think we probably have some of the strongest tribes represented in this video. Now, before I go any farther, if you haven't heard of Play to Win, well, today's honestly your lucky day because they are some of the most entertaining people in Magic the Gathering. They make cEDH videos on YouTube, and they're honestly just a bunch of great guys, and you should honestly, if you haven't heard of them or haven't watched them or have heard of them and haven't watched them in a while, you should check out their recent stuff. It's absolutely fantastic, especially the video that they're going to be releasing soon of their take on this pod. Now, there's actually a fifth deck in this pod that isn't going to be in our video, but it will be in theirs. So if you like this type of gameplay, head on over to Play to Win, subscribe to their channel so you're notified when that video goes live. Honestly, both of the games that we played were absolute bangers, and I think you're gonna like both of them. But with all that out of the way, let's talk about the decks that were actually in this game. I went first playing Edric, Spymaster of Trest, and honestly, this deck is pretty similar to a normal Edric list that you would see, just without the Elves and just packed full of Rogues. So it wins with extra turns and just by swinging out with all of your evasive Rogues, getting massive card advantage from Edric, and then just outvaluing the board and eventually overrunning the board. Jordan went second playing Najeela the Blade-Blossom. Similar to Edric, this is also fairly similar to a normal Najeela list, just with only warriors. So it has no consult lines and it has no Derevi, nothing like that. It just swings out with massive amounts of warriors and very quickly overruns the board and just completely wipes them out. It does run combos with Bear Umbra and other things like that to generate infinite combat steps, but the main win con is just to beat everyone down with infinite warriors. Dylan went third, playing an absolute value-packed Edgar Markov vampires list. This deck was relatively light on combos, but was heavy on valuable vampires that just threaten life totals and eventually overrun the board. And finally, Cam went last, playing Marwyn the Nurturer. This is, very similar to other Marwyn lists where it's just got tons of valuable elves to ramp out quickly, and then the eventual win con involves something like Umbral Mantle on Marwyn herself in order to generate infinite mana. Then you can pump that into a Finale of Devastation and then absolutely slam the board with massive pumped up elves. There are other ways to generate infinite mana in this deck using Quirion Ranger lines and Staff of Domination, but in general this deck just looks to ramp out quick, generate massive amounts of value and mana, and then just overrun the board with a bunch of elves. Now with the deck introductions out of the way, let's get into the gameplay.
Cool. All right, sweet. Any pre-games there?
Cool. I have a pregame.
Nice. Let's see it.
I would like to activate my pregame, putting Gemstone Caverns into play.
Activate my pre-game.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna pitch Genesis Wave, oddly enough.
Okay.
And now I'm done.
Joseph, take us away.
All right, I will draw. I will shock in a Breeding Pool, going down a 38. I'll tap it to play an Exploration.
Nice.
Nice.
Start.
I will then play City of Brass, play a Paradise Mantle, and then this is where it gets sad. I will pass turn.
That doesn't seem too sad to me.
No, that's still pretty.
I will
That's
draw.
still a nice start.
Edric without dorks or anything.
I was just going to say, though, although I don't see any creatures.
I'll play an Arid Mesa, crack it, going to 39. Be shocking at a Stomping Ground once I find it. Tap for a green, playing a Utopia Sprawl, naming blue.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm done.
All right, good to meet. Draw card. I'm going to shock in a Sacred Foundry and play Standard All-Star Stromkirk Noble.
Oh, nice.
Edgar Trigger, get a vampire. Pass turn.
Great. I will draw. I will play a Forest as my land for turn. I'll cast a Mana Vault. And then I'll run out Marwyn.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
That's
Well,
solid.
technically, this is my turn too, so I will pass the turn.
I'll go to my turn. I will play a Polluted Delta, and I will crack it into 37 for an island. And then I will
Take another damage on a 36 to run out Edric.
Sounds good.
Nice.
By me.
Oh boy,
will pass the
Dylan
turn.
loves to see it.
I'm thrilled.
I want that. Draw. Play a Cavern of Souls, naming Warrior. We'll tap for 3 and play Najeela.
You got it.
Najeela, da 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 da.
That's
Da,
right.
da, 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 da.
Then I'm done.
Okay, go to my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw card. Let me check on some things. Najeela is a human warrior, right?
Correct.
And Marwyn is a 1/1, right?
Also correct.
Great.
Look at you go.
And Edric says whenever a creature deals damage to a player, I draw a card. Correct?
One of my opponents.
One of your opponents. Excellent. That was what I was going to do anyway. All right, so let's go to combat. I'm going to have Stromkirk Noble come at Jordan, and I'll have this vampire come at Cameron.
Oh,
How
how
big
mad
is-
would you be if I blocked?
I would be thrilled if you lost your commander to my 1/1.
Hell no. 39.
How
And
big
my-
is the noble?
He is a 1/1 with protection from, can't be blocked by humans.
I see. I'm gonna not block.
Excellent. So damage, Stromkirk Noble trigger, he will get a +1/+1 counter, and Edric trigger, I will draw 2 cards.
Alright, I'm at 36.
1,
Yeah.
2.
I'm at 39. Look at you go.
Look at me go, playing vampires and things. What's next? I have Bloodstained Mire. I'll crack my Bloodstained Mire. Bind to Badlands. I'll shuffle in a second. I will cast Talisman of Hierarchy. Use another life, make a black mana, and cast Indulgent Aristocrat.
Yep.
Trigger Edgar. And pass turn.
On my draw step, I'll draw a card, but I'll also lose a life. Cast a Mana Crypt.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Let's do it that way. I'll leave one colorless floating here, painted green, and a colorless for an Elvish Visionary.
Nice.
That will trigger Marwyn when it enters the battlefield, assuming it resolves. And then I'll draw a card off its ETB too. Oh, nice. Okay. Yep. I can pay 3 mana and cast a Circle of Dreams Druid.
Oh, yes.
Also trigger Marwyn when it ETBs.
That is a lot of mana you have.
And then I will pass the turn.
Yeah, I will go to at Dylan.
Yep, I won't block.
Draw.
Take 2, go to 36.
I will tap for 2, play an Invisible Stalker. I'll play a Chromox.
Yep.
If that resolves, I will imprint a Karn's Temporal Sundering.
Sure.
Tap the Chromox to equip my Paradise Mantle. You know what's really stupid? Playing an Edric list full of rogues with limited ramp because you don't have elves, and then putting your only source of ramp on your only evasive creature that's probably just going to attack every combat. But you know what's not stupid? Heading below the video, making sure you're subscribed to this channel, liking the video if you did enjoy it, and then heading on over to Play to Win's channel to make sure you're subscribed to them as well so you can see the video that they're going to upload of this pod, which includes a deck that is only made out of wizard creature types. Anyway, I hope this has distracted you from my god-awful play, and now let's get back to the game.
Back in a Godless Shrine. We'll then tap for produce a red, another red, blue, and I'll play Combat Celebrant.
Sure.
Cool.
That's
Yeah.
a warrior.
Yeah, I hate that for me.
I am going to go to combat. And I will swing Najeela at Joseph. Add a trigger. Make a warrior that is also going at Joseph.
Yes, sir. I will not block.
It's 4 damage. Then I will pass the turn.
Okay, go to me. Untap. Upkeep. Draw card. Yeah. I'm going to play Castle Dracula as my land for turn. Cast Florian, Valderan Scion.
Ooh, there you go.
Trigger Edgar,
That has
make
a lot of words. What does that do?
Yeah,
Does
so
that
it has
do
it's a
anything?
first strike 3/3 and says at the beginning of my post-combat main phase, look at the top X cards from my library where X is the total amount of life my opponents lost this turn. Exile one of those cards, put the rest in the bottom of the library. I may cast the exiled card. Let's send I'm just gonna send all 4 of these guys at Jordan.
That's hurtful, but I'll be taking all of it.
Excellent. I have 2, 3, 4, 5 damage coming at you.
All right, I'm down to 29.
I have 4 Edric triggers and 1 Stromkirk Noble trigger. I'll get a +1/+1 counter and draw 4. Oh, yeah, draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then beginning my post-combat main phase, Florian will trigger. And since he lost 5 life this turn, I exile a top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I will exile this Vampire of the Dire Moon and put the rest at the bottom. Cast that this turn. First, I will, for colorless, cast this Springleaf Drum. And if Springleaf Drum is okay, I will tap my Vampire to make a black and cast Vampire of the Dire Moon. Trigger Edgar, make another Vampire. 7 cards in my hand. I will pass turn.
All right. On my draw, on my upkeep, I have Mana Crypt. I win. Hooray. And then on my draw step, I will go to 37. Okay. Well, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And start things off with Ashaya Soul of the Wind. How do we like Ashaya?
Do not.
We love it.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
I have no
I've seen-
effects.
I've seen Jordan do many. How many cards do you have in hand?
I have 3.
Yeah, Shy is fine.
I'll pay 4, 5 here to put a Soul's Majesty onto the stack.
I don't like that.
Joseph, you got anything?
I do. But it just makes me very nervous.
No,
Because
this is
all I
need
have.
this.
Well, if you want to think positively, he is in mono green. If he does draw a win con, you could probably just counter that instead. Although the next win con is probably a creature spell. So if you got like a negate or something.
Right.
Well, I mean, I assume it's not. I know he was thinking on Ashaya, but I don't know.
The problem is I can stop a creature. I can stop one thing exactly. I don't know if I want him to get this value. The problem. Even though I could just counter whatever else he draws from this.
I might not draw anything from this. I'm
That's
just trying to
true.
catch up to all the cards
You
that everyone
could
else.
make sure I haven't drawn any extra cards.
Well, you're
Yeah,
just
'cause
you're
he's
just starting
attacking
off
me.
over there, though.
I couldn't attack anyone else, Joseph. Let's calm down.
Yeah. Couldn't or wouldn't.
I wouldn't because I would die. But you could make him not draw any cards, and he really wouldn't get anything from
Yeah,
it.
but I'm also scared of you because you literally have a combat celebrant.
Just don't attack, and then you can block it and it dies.
That's fine. That's
Soul's
good.
Majesty is good.
Yeah.
All right, I'll draw 6. Let's cast a Vitalize to untap all creatures I control.
I don't know. It's tough. I wouldn't, if I were you, I don't know. I don't want to give you bad advice. I feel like I would still wait to see something a little bit more damning.
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mana and put a Garruk Primal Hunter onto the stack.
Big pop up, man. I loved it. These are so many old standard cards showing up
I
today.
have no idea what all of
Right.
his abilities do.
It's
Pretty
plus
sure he
ability-
draws cards.
Yeah,
Equal to
plus
his power.
ability makes a beast.
3/3.
Minus ability, yes, a 3/3 beast.
crazy.
Minus ability draws cards equal to the greatest power among creatures I control. And then -6 makes a 6/6 green worm token for each land I control.
Classic.
If I'm being honest, this is going to hit play if it resolves and then immediately be removed from play. So,
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I continue to just wait, I guess.
cool.
Yep.
Garruk hits, and I'm going to minus Garruk and draw 7.
This is why we stopped the Ashaya.
So I'm going to tap this for 1 green, singular green, cast a Flinthorn Elf, trigger Marwyn. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's tap this for 5. We have 5, and we are just going to empty out our hands since we can't win. So we're going to go use 2 mana to put a Duskwatch Recruiter onto the stack. Use another mana, cast a Carpet of Flowers. Use 1 of this mana, cast a Wild Growth on one of these forests.
Yep.
And I'll discard Ancient Tomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 in hand, passing the turn. That was fun.
Nice.
That ended happier than I thought it would.
Yeah. Fun
was
for everyone.
Yeah,
You did a
now I
lot of
don't
stuff
care
and you
if
didn't
I
win the
w-
game.
Yeah, right? Now I don't care if I win or lose. I did some mono green things, and we'll see what happens.
I am eternally sad. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to one at Jordan, unblockable. You still want this around, right? How big is Combat Celebrant?
A
4-1.
How much do you want Combat Celebrant versus 2 cards? I really need this draw, though. I'm going to go 2 it. Dylan.
As much as I would love to block your commander, that the potential of 8 cards next turn is too alluring for me. I will not block.
Okay. I will draw 2. Play Command Tower.
Nice.
5. Stay Time Warp.
Okay. You're saying negative things,
Yeah.
but doing positive things. so-
Yeah, it's unfortunate because
Yeah.
my board state's not a great extra turn board state.
I'm gonna respond. I'm
Yes.
playing Enlightened Tutor.
Nice.
I'll get a Reconnaissance.
What is that card? That
Oh.
gives you pseudo vigilance and.
Can remove them from combat.
Okay.
And untaps them.
Why is everyone so scary?
One of your attacking creatures, right?
One of my attacking creatures, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Basically just saves my creatures.
Yeah.
I'll go to my next turn.
Have fun.
I'll try, and it does not look like I will succeed. We'll do the same attacks.
I'm down to 27.
I think I'm gonna want to block at some point, but maybe it's not yet. I'll take it. I think that's 6. Edric, not that matters.
I think that's 6-2.
If you die from Edric damage, something has gone horribly wrong.
Okay, good. All right, now we'll keep track.
I don't think I'm attacking you that many times unless everyone's dead. Oh, this is miserable.
Also, if I need you to deal with them.
I need to draw cards that allow me to do that, which currently is not happening. I'm going to tap for 3 and cast Heuristic Study. Then like to tap for 1 and play a Merfolk Wind Robber. Or then like to pass the turn. Well, I wouldn't like
makes
to, but I
sense.
will.
Untap. And ponder what it is I'm going to draw for my turn. Start off with a Reflecting Pool. We'll then play a Reconnaissance. And I will go to combat. I will swing it all at...
Already taken up my phone for damage.
No, not you.
Oh, cool.
At Cam. I'm going to exert Combat Celebrant as well.
Okay. Well, I am going to put the Duskwatch Recruiter in front of Combat Celebrant, the Ashaya in front of Najeela, and then I will take the other 4 damage coming at me.
Okay, I will remove those 2 from combat. But I will
They know.
make the same attacks, just with more.
All right.
All I can.
I'll let Cam...
Oh, that's a lot of card draw, huh?
This time
Yeah.
I'll put Flint Torn Elf
I
in
need
front
one
of
of
the Combat Celebrant, put the Ashaya in front of Najeela, and then put a Duskwatch Recruiter in front of a 1/1. I see what's happening. Before damage, you're doing these
These
3, yes. And then I take another
Then
7.
you will take 6, 9. You'll take 9.
Oh, I take another 9. Okay, so I go down to 24.
And I will play Bloodlust Insider. I will be playing Mardu's Shadow Spear, which is just a 1/1. Whenever it attacks, you lose 1 life. Each opponent loses 1 life. Warrior.
Oh, did you pay an extra?
No, you can draw whatever you want to draw.
Okay, go to my turn. Untap. Upkeep, draw card. Play a Plains. I'm going to cast Fire Covenant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, Cameron, will you tell me how big a Shy is?
Fucking shit.
Holy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ashaya is 9.
I think that's it. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to spend 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 life extra. And I'm going to send 9 damage at, what's it called?
Ashaya?
9 damage at Asaya, 1 damage at Circle of Dreams Druid. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
2 damage to Najeela and 1 damage to Combat Celebrant.
Make me sad.
I need to
Counterpoint, you make me happy.
Let's send. And then Jordan, all of your things are 1/1s, but you have a ton of them. All right, so I'm just going to Cam. What's your life total?
24.
24. And then that's a 1 in there. All right, so Cam, I feel like I don't need to attack you because you're the threat anymore, but I'm just attacking you because you're the most open. So I'm gonna send.
Sure.
Jordan, are all of your things human warriors, or they're just warriors?
These are just warriors.
Okay.
This is a human warrior. These two are human warriors.
Yeah, so I'll send them all, Cam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 total damage.
Down to 12.
I have 8 Edric triggers and a Stromkirk Noble trigger. And then I can exile 12 cards, or look at the top 12 cards with Florian and choose one of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I can play that this turn. It just says exile, so I think that means face up. I'll exile the Oathsworn Vampire. I'll lose another life, go to 19, cast Sky Marcher Aspirant.
Are you paying?
Trigger Edgar, make a vampire. I'll tap the vampire for a black, and this for a colorless to cast the Oathsworn Vampire. It comes in tapped. I'll make another vampire. I have ascended, by the way, so this guy has flying because I have more than 10 permanents.
Are you paying for either of those? Sorry.
I will not pay for either of them. You can draw a card. And then I'm going to go to discard. Pass turn.
Alrighty. Untap. And on my upkeep, we have another Mana Crypt trigger. To lose. Oh boy. Down to 9. We'll also lose another one to Mana Vault, so we'll go down to 8. And then draw my card for turn. Alright, so this is kind of it. So on my second main, Joseph, I hear you said you had 2 islands?
Correct. Yep.
Alright, I'll make a couple green. Okay. Let's play a forest as my land for turn. Use 2 of the green and Mana Crypt to cast a Temur Sabertooth.
Oh. I'm glad I got rid of your shy.
Well, I still would need another piece.
Well, I'm still glad.
You're very.
I have no effects.
What is the Temur line that he runs? Does it directly involve is there another one? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not positive. I thought there was one with the shy and with the Elvish Visionary. You can like.
That's what I'm worried about, but I don't see. Like, I'm not a mono game player.
Yeah,
I
me
don't
neither. I don't know exactly
What's-
what it is.
Let me look up Temur Sabertooth.
I need Courier Ranger in addition to getting the
Right.
Shia back.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
Alright, we have Temur Sabertooth. We'll use 1 green. Cast an Arbor Elf. This will get Marwyn triggers. We'll pay 1 more and cast a Scale Up targeting Marwyn.
That's a lot of mana. Are you paying?
Yes. I'm not paying now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. So Marwyn is currently a 6/4 with 4 count. Oh, I'm sorry, no, it's a 6/4 with 4 counters on it, so it only makes 10. Only makes 10 mana when I tap it. Which I will then do. I will tap Marwyn for 10. I will use 6 of that mana and put a Kogla the Titan Ape onto the stack. So Kogla enters, we're gonna fight the Sky Marcher Aspirant.
Okay.
So that is down. Next step. I want to use 3 mana to activate Duskwatch Recruiter. I think in the long run this is actually cheaper. So I'll take a look at 3 cards. Put a Rex Sage into my hands. Cast Reclamation Sage.
Yep.
Or
And when it ETBs, we'll get a Marwyn trigger, and also its own trigger. I think Reconnaissance. Cool. I'm gonna pass a turn after that.
on your end step.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
I
Me?
have.
Yes,
3.
you, Joseph.
Oh, sorry.
Can I say 3 too?
No. I mean, you can, but that would be lying.
14.
14. Okay, you can continue.
Take
Have a
one
good-
from City Brass.
Have a good turn.
Cast a Mystical Tutor.
Okay.
Going to respawn.
My God.
It's not great.
Oh.
It's not great. A red? I'm gonna red. I want to blast that risk study. Paying the extra.
Are we just dead now to what you mystical tutor for then?
It's like a 50-50. Notorious Throng. Right. I'll go to my turn. A Wooded Foothills and an island. 2 lands for turn. Go to combat. Jordan, do you have anything that can kill flying?
No.
Go flying 1/1 and a unblockable 1/1 at Jordan. Let me crack my Wooded Foothills first. Get a forest. 5, 6. There we go. Notorious Throng. With a prowl cost. I'll be creating 2 1/1 Black Fairy Rogue creatures. Flying. These are flying 1/1s. I will tap for 1, taking 1 damage to cast a Network Disruptor.
Flying
when it
creature, got it.
flying creature, I can tap a permanent when it enters. Doesn't really matter.
I don't think there are any
I don't
flyers
think there's
out
like
right now.
there's like yeah, and there's
No.
nothing that like can get value from being untapped really.
Flint Horn Elf technically.
Yeah, I'll tap down Finhorn Elves.
All right, I'll make a
Fine.
green mana in response.
Sure. And that is my turn. I will go to my next turn. Yeah, I guess I will swing at Dylan because you don't have any way to block flying, right?
Nope, I have 1 ground vampire.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 in the air and then 1 on the ground. I like this actually. Taking 2 from Ancient Tomb. 4, 5 total to cast a Capture of Jingzhou.
There we go.
Oh
You're rich, huh?
Do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna take this opportunity to get a little water.
Okay. Then second main. Cast a Fairy Miscreant. Flying 1/1. A Blighted Agent. Unblockable 1/1 with Infect. And then I will crack my Scalding Tarn. I'll just go to combat. So in the air, these are all in the air at Dylan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 in the air at Dylan, and then 2 unblockable. 8 damage. You're not dead. No, you're not dead.
I'll take 8 and go to 8.
Okay. I believe we are now in the realm of unlikely to whiff. I have 2 extra turns in my hand and more small boys, so I can cast like a Merfolk Spy. Actually, that might be my only small boy. So I get 1 more small boy, but I have 2 extra turns.
How does everyone feel? Should we make him play it out, or are we dead?
I can't do anything.
I'm mad dead. I
I'm
mean,
ready. I'm ready to concede if everyone
Okay.
else is.
Yeah, I have that one.
Yeah.
That one. 2 lands per turn.
That one makes 2 flyers too, right?
That's
Oh,
also
yeah.
true. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I timed that wrong. I had the combo in my hand that turn, but I kind of tapped incorrectly, and I couldn't go through the Ristic Study anyway.
I did
Right.
have 2 counters.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured, which is why I pivoted to not do that. I should have left Pyroblast open somehow, so I could have countered one of your extra turn spells. Or something. I know you had the counter magic, but either way, good game. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was sweet. That was sweet.
Really cool.
Shall we? Do you want to play another? Should we play another?
Should we do another one?
We should play.
Sure. I feel like Edric sandbags until he's ready.
Yeah, definitely.